We are Ashley and Jordan. Since May of 2019, we've been traveling the world full-time. After a couple of days in transit on planes, buses, and boats, we've settled into our beachfront villa here in the Yasawa Islands of Fiji. We're starting our day slowly, enjoying a gorgeous Fijian sunrise. Feel free to subscribe and follow along as we keep going places. Good morning from Paradise. We are here, our first morning in the Yasawa Islands of Fiji, and we can hardly believe it, y'all. We are up with the sun because jet lag, but the sun comes up directly in front of our villa, and we're sitting listening to the waves. We decided to just make a morning of it, and we poured some fresh coffee, and we're just gonna take it in. It is breathtaking, and the waves are so kind of romantic and lush. Oh, I'm obsessed. I love it.
We are going to spend a lot of time on the beach here, no doubt, but the resort here offers so many fun water activities. They have stand-up paddleboarding, kayaking, snorkeling, scuba, you name it, they have it. Today, I think we're going to try to go kayaking and possibly go snorkeling and see what kind of fish we can see out here in the cove.
It's going to be a very packed first full day, but honestly, I wouldn't want anything else.
Cheers. We're having breakfast. They have order off the menu in a continental kind of buffet style. And out here looking at the pool and the breeze. Just enjoying the morning here.
Okay, so a little change of plans. The wind is too much for the kayaking adventure today, so that got canceled, but no big deal. We are going to use the wind to our advantage and help keep us cool while we go on a little bushwalk of sorts. We're going to go explore this island that we're on. It's itty bitty, it shouldn't be too hard. I don't even think at its longest point it's a mile across. So right now we're going to go talk to the dive shop and get some information, maybe some maps, and then try to go find the other side of this little thing. Let's go.
We are thinking about going on a walk to see like the other side of the island.
Really?
How do we do that?
Alright, we talked to the people at the dive shop and we found out to walk on the other side of the island that we're staying on will take approximately 30 minutes. Give or take 10 minutes for Fiji time, who knows. Also, there's a few other paths here to go to the top of one of the hills here to see the sunset, another bushwalking path. Somehow we gotta avoid those. We don't have a map, so hopefully we make our way there and don't get lost.
It looked like a little bitty chicken, like its body was maybe like this big, but it had chicken legs and it moved like a chicken. That was fun. I don't know what it is. It's gone now. What are you? Very cool. Yes. A+ flora. Okay, so all along the bushwalk there are workout stations with some like equipment that you might find at the park, you know, like some plyometric boxes you can jump on, a few kind of bare minimum dumbbells, and just in front of me is a pull-up bar with the most epic view. I can't do a pull-up or a chin-up, but man, I've tried with this view. Look at it. It's important when hiking in Fiji to stay hydrated. We're doing this in the morning, but the sun is still rough, y'all. Drink your water. Okay, let's go.
BULA!
Alright, so we've been hiking for about half an hour. In theory, we should be there by now, but we're definitely working with Fiji time, doing a little filming. But we've reached the highest point, which we were told you will know because you can see the cell tower. It's right behind you. And behind me, you can see the resort, just down there at the beach. So I think we should be getting close to the other side and the other beach. So let's keep going. More nature than we bargained for. There was like Spider Street. We went through one pass, y'all, and from every tree to the tree above there would be huge spider webs with spiders whose bodies were probably like that big and then legs that probably went out that big just overhead, and you had to walk under them. Spiders freak you out. You might have a tough time. Oh.
Yeah.
Come on.
To the beach.
We made it. We have made it to the beach on the other side of the island, and it was totally worth it, although there at the end it got a little dicey. We went under some spiders, and then we came through some very like jungle parts where you can hardly tell what the trail is, and I was honestly like, I feel like this is wrong. And then about a few steps later it was like, oh, there's the beach, we've got it. So it's good, just keep going, you can do it. And now we have essentially a private beach on a little island in Fiji. Dad's got a snail in it. Snails!
first got out here, I was like, man, this is a really rocky beach. And then we walked around to the far right edge, and there's this big like sandbank right on the beach, and it's actually kind of sandy. It's still rocky, but there's nobody out here, and it feels so untouched. There's no development around us. I'm so happy we did that walk and came out here. It's awesome. What is it?
It's a big boy. It's a big old seashell somebody collected and put up there. Okay, so it is 11:35. It took us exactly 2 hours with a moderate pace walking, but filming and stopping and then spending a good amount of time at the beach. So I feel like 2 hours is just right. It is about lunchtime, but first we're gonna go clean up and wash off and make sure we don't have any like, you know, little tag-along critters since we went through some high grass, but that was a lot of fun. Highly recommend. Okay, y'all, it is time for our first activity here at Paradise Cove, and we are going snorkeling. Jordan even got a brand new snorkel just for the occasion, which I'm going to use because he's a good sharer. Thank you for sharing your toys.
For my Christmas present.
Anyway, we are late. We gotta go find our snorkel guide. Let's go.
On the must,
Yeah, got the extra large clippers. There's so many beautiful fish and coral. The water is so clear.
We just got done snorkeling. One of the many free included activities here at Paradise Cove. Was so fun. They called it fish feeding snorkeling because they brought out like some kind of big fish meat, and you could like take a little piece and throw it around, and the fish came. There was all kinds. I don't remember the different names, but there was like long skinny ones that were kind of translucent blue, and then tons and tons of white ones with really beautiful angular like end tails, tail fins I guess. And then there were like itty bitty striped ones and itty bitty like bright piercing blue ones. My favorite were these ones that kind of looked like they were tie-dyed almost. There was only a couple. And then we saw the tail of a stingray. It didn't want to come out of its little hiding place, but we saw its tail. Jordan saw a jellyfish. Apparently they don't sting. That's interesting, at least the ones here. It was such a great time. So much fun. I'm honestly like super pooped now because kicking around for like half an hour, 45 minutes, it's a little exhausting. It was beautiful. It's nap time. And then later, I think we're gonna check out the little craft market that they do here where the locals bring different craft goods that they make. So I'm excited to check that out. Grab this. Is 5 you said? Got a cute little bracelet. I'm gonna layer it with all the other ones that I wear all the time. We just have a 20, so we can just do 20. Alright? Yeah. It's 20, right? Okay, great. Thank you so much.
New Year special.
Yes, New Year special. Perfect. Thank you so much.
I advertise New Year special.
Thank you. Okay, so that was a very successful trip to the market. We got a cute little bracelet, or I should say we. I mostly got all the stuff. Jordan was a good sport. And then we got this adorable sort of art piece. It's made from tree bark that they sort of pound down into what feels like a leather, but it's from a tree. And then they paint, and so it ends up this kind of beautiful work of art. Isn't that pretty? It has little coconuts and a seashell on it and a little Fijian pattern. And I think framed up and maybe with like pretty mat board, it could look like, you know, some high-end art. And it's very valuable to us because it's special from our trip and it's flat, so it travels well. It's perfect. I'm happy. That was fun. Okay. Okay, so after a very chill afternoon of a little reading, a little hanging out, it is time for dinner. And tonight, as with every Friday night here at the resort, it is time for a Fijian meke, M-E-K-E. From what I understand, it's going to be like a buffet dinner with dancing and singing and a show of sorts. So that should be really fun. So we're gonna go partake and eat and then just kind of chill out. We're still not quite right on the time, so about dinner time I get real sleepy. But hopefully a lively show will be just the thing. Let's go. Morning. Everybody wants my burrito. What are you doing?
I have no earthly idea. Somehow I'm leaning down here, putting our GoPro in the fridge. I don't know why. What I meant to do was open this one where there's shelves and my electronics are and put the GoPro away. But somehow I ended up putting the GoPro in the fridge. I promise I'm okay, y'all.
Follow through, follow through. Thumbnail. Morning.